Hey everyone. Today I want to share a story about my time working at a family-owned restaurant in a bustling tourist town. Now, when I say family-owned, I mean the kind of place where everyone pretends to be a part of one big happy family, but behind the scenes, it's a different story entirely. Let me set the scene for you. I started working there a few years back, and the staff was, well, moderately okay. But the whole "we're a family" mentality, that should have been my first red flag. Our manager, Mike, was a man in his 40s who had been working there since the restaurant opened its doors about 13 years ago. He was okay. A bit tense, not exactly the king of small talk, but I figured that was just his style. Then there was Kelsey, the assistant manager, who had been there for about 9 years. Now, Kelsey had this reputation. Let's just say she wasn't the friendliest person on the block. Picture this. She would take at least 10 smoke breaks during every shift, while us servers were only allowed to go outside one at a time and for just a few minutes. I mean, really? Talk about double standards. One day, I was busy filling up ketchup bottles, a classic restaurant move where you marry one bottle into another. It's a time saver, right? But then, out of nowhere, Kelsey spots me and starts berating me for it. She claimed that it was a health code violation and insisted I fill tiny ramekins for every single to-go order. Now, I knew this was complete and utter nonsense. Marrying bottles is a standard practice in chain restaurants. It's not like I was brewing a potion in the back. But being the good little employee I was, I let it slide. The next day, I walked in and saw one of my coworkers doing the same thing, marrying bottles. I couldn't help but mention it to Mike, who was nearby. And guess what he said? You should just shut up and do what your manager tells you, even if it's different from others. Can you believe that? So let me get this straight. My coworker can marry bottles, but I have to waste time filling tiny ramekins? Challenge accepted. That night, I concocted a plan. I called my coworkers over and asked them to bring me everything: ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, A1 sauce, barbecue sauce, literally everything we had in the kitchen. I filled an entire metal tub with 100 plus ramekins of random sauces, just sitting there, unlabeled. And right in the middle of that chaotic masterpiece, I left a note that simply said, "Just do as you're told." The next day I walked in, handed in my resignation, and left them with that glorious mess. I heard later that they found it, and most of it went bad. Mike was absolutely furious, but there was nothing he could do. I mean, what was he going to say? You can't leave sauce chaos behind. Oh, and speaking of Kelsey, one of my favorite days at that restaurant was the time Mike threatened to fire her for taking too long in the bathroom. Can you picture it? She came out crying while chain smoking outside, and honestly, it was hard not to laugh. So there you have it, my little act of malicious compliance that not only made me chuckle, but also gave me a sense of satisfaction. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt like you had to comply with ridiculous rules? What did you do about it? Let me know in the comments below.